stewed rice. Hi, I'm Anupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana. Let's make a one-pot meal. What I'm going to show you right now is stewed rice, a very, very healthy recipe. And of course, it can be served in a nice, good-looking pot, and it's also a one-pot meal. So to make this recipe, let's quickly run through the ingredients. For stewed rice, I need about 2 cups of boiled basmati rice, 1 large onion diced, and after that you need to open the layers like this. About 6 to 8 baby corns cut into 1-inch pieces. About 6 to 8 French beans cut into 1.5-inch pieces like this. 6 to 8 mushrooms quartered or halved. If the mushroom is big, just cut it into 4. If it's a small mushroom, just cut it into 2 pieces. Some florets of broccoli, say about 5 to 6. 1 medium carrot cut into 1.5-inch pieces. 1 green capsicum cut into 1.5-inch pieces. Salt to taste. 3 to 4 cloves of garlic finely chopped. About 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. 1 tablespoon of oil. So let's quickly start with stewed rice. So for this, I have a wok with me which I have heated, to which I'll add some oil. Now Chinese food basically doesn't take in a lot of oil, and to make this recipe you can basically make it without oil as well, but if you believe in sauteing the vegetables in a little bit of oil, you may as well use it. So this is the oil that I've added here. Now to this we'll add the garlic. Now the garlic here is quite finely chopped, so you can add all of it and it doesn't take very long to cook. You have to just saute the garlic till you feel that the raw flavor of the garlic is gone, and we need not brown this. Now here another thing that I would like to tell you is that this entire dish is made white. Because the rice is white, the sauce is also white, it doesn't take in any spice at all. So if you are a spice lover, you may not like what I'm making today. But if you still want to make this a little spicy, you can also go and add in your own variations by adding a little bit of pepper, by adding chili sauce, by adding red chili paste and a lot of other spicy sauces that you have. But essentially, stewed rice is always white and it's quite bland. But I'm sure you'll love it because it's really very tasty. After you have sauteed the garlic, we'll now add all the vegetables one by one. French beans, baby corn, carrot, mushrooms. I haven't added the onions as yet because onions really don't take very long time to cook. And secondly, I also want the onions to stay slightly crunchy, which is why I will add it only at the end. After you have added all the vegetables, we'll add in some salt. And just mix this well, to which now we'll add plain simple water. If you have some vegetable stock at home, you could also add that. That's it. And now we'll wait for this entire thing to come to a boil. After this comes to a boil and the vegetables have been cooked slightly, we'll then have to thicken this with some cornstarch. But before we thicken this, we have to also see if the vegetables are cooked. We don't have to cook them totally, just slightly crunchy. So this may take anywhere around 8 to 10 minutes. In the meanwhile, I'll also explain to you one more thing. Here I have with me plain simple boiled rice. I have used basmati rice here. Now what you have to do is you have to soak basmati rice for about 20 minutes. And after the rice is soaked, you drain off the water and keep a vessel with, say if you're using about a cup of rice, you could boil about 5 to 6 cups of water in a deep vessel. After the water comes to a boil, you add the drained raw rice to the water and just give it a slight mix. After this, what you have to do, you have to basically wait for the rice to get cooked till it is 3/4 done. Slight rawness is needed because there is something that is known as carry over cooking. So after the rice is 3/4 done, you drain off all the rice into a colander and cool the rice by adding some cold water over it. After which you see that the rice grains are totally separated like this, since all the starch has been drained off, and then you get this good, lovely long grains of basmati rice. I have this which I have boiled about an hour ago, and after that I had kept it in the refrigerator. When you keep rice in the refrigerator, it doesn't stick to each other, especially if you have done the way I explained to you right now. So then this rice is good enough to make such stewed rice. Even if you have to make any other Chinese rice preparation, it is the best way to process your rice. You could follow the same method with short grain rice as well. Well, brown rice and red rice have a different method of cooking, which I will eventually explain to you. So let's cover this and wait for the vegetables to get cooked. Now that the vegetables have come to a boil, let's add broccoli. The reason that I didn't add broccoli in the beginning was because I wanted it to stay green and it doesn't take very long time to cook. We have to also remember to keep all the vegetables crunchy. So here goes the broccoli. Along with broccoli, we'll add the onion like I mentioned in the beginning and capsicum. All these three vegetables have to stay crunchy, which is why we'll add it now. Okay, so this is one thing. Now we have cornstarch here, which we will mix with some more water. Mix this nicely. Make sure there are no lumps. And one more thing that we have to do is that, like I said, this is stewed rice and it can be served in a pot. I have a nice pot here with a nice good looking lid. What we'll do first is that the rice that we have here with me, the steam rice, we'll put it at the base. Lots of it. We'll now add the cornstarch to this. That's it. You'll see the sauce will thicken immediately. The color is looking just perfect. Let this come to a boil once again, after which it's ready to be served. Okay, so you see this? This is done. Switch off the gas and all you have to do is pour the piping hot sauce over the rice. First you pour sufficient vegetables and now you can pour the sauce. The sauce has to be sufficient enough to coat the rice while you serve it. Perfect. After you've poured the sauce, cover it immediately and this is good to go. Stewed rice is ready. Make this recipe just the way I have made it and you'll love it.